y'all? Hey, it's Trey and Monet back to y'all with another video. I feel like it has definitely been a minute since I've come on YouTube and done a video. So, of course, first video back definitely has to be a banger, okay? If you are new here, I am Trey and Monet. I am a content creator and also a social media and growth strategist and also manager. I help businesses and brands, content creators just like you, create really addictive content on social media so that way you are able to get the brand deals you want, the revenue that you want to go through and see, and pretty much ultimately be able to really benefit from social media. So in today's video, you guys, I am super excited to talk to you guys about 12 tiny micro habits that you can do on a daily basis to really go through and allow you to see success as it relates to your business or as it relates to going through and being a content creator. Y'all, you definitely want to get your pen and paper out. Let's go ahead and hop right on into it. All right, let's hop right on into it. So micro habit number 1, you guys, is to make sure that you are setting daily intentions. What I like to go through and do is have a high, mid, and low goal of every single day, right? A low goal may be for me to pitch one brand, right? A low goal may also be for me to respond to a couple different emails. That's a low goal. A mid-sized goal is something that's probably going to take you about 30 minutes. And then one high goal is something that's going to take me at least maybe 1 to 2 hours. So go through and set your intentions for the day. What are you intending to go through and do? What is your goal for the day? And what do you hope to go through and accomplish on that day? Number 2 is, as a content creator, you do need to make sure that you are creating content on a daily basis. And what I mean by that is nobody's telling you to have the whole lights, camera, action and set up every single day like y'all probably see here. No. What I am talking about is every single day, get in the habit of recording yourself doing something. A lot of times when we are really inconsistent on social media, it's because we're not in the habit of picking up the camera. So when we pick up the camera, it's like this new foreign thing that we like, okay, what is this? What's going on? By recording yourself doing something every single day, 1, you'll never run out of content, and 2, you'll get a lot more comfortable in front of the camera as well. Number 3 is you gotta be social on social media, y'all. I literally just made a viral post about this. It is so important. I think we've come through and got into this realization that as content creators and business owners that we don't need to be social on social media. We don't really need to engage with other people. In newsflash, you really got it wrong, okay? Y'all, if you are not following Adam Mosery on Instagram, stop what you're doing right now. Actually, don't stop what you're doing right now. After this video, go through and follow Adam Mosery on Instagram. He is the CEO of Instagram and also the spokesperson, the head of Instagram essentially. And he always does videos talking about how important it is in order for you to go through engage on social media. What I like to go through and do is make sure that I engage with at least 5 new accounts on Instagram every single day. So I try to introduce myself to someone new, or I'll try to go and comment on someone's post that I've never seen or heard of before. Kind of gone through and just stumbled upon their account. You need to make sure you are networking on social media. That's also one of the fastest ways to grow on social media as well, is engagement and being social on social. All right, you guys, number 4 is definitely something that I've implemented as a little tiny micro habit that has changed the game for me in terms of productivity, okay? Believe it or not, your girl right here, she used to be the biggest procrastinator, and sometimes I still battle with it, okay? So the 2-minute rule is number 4. And what I mean by the 2-minute rule is if it's going to take you less than 2 minutes, just do it immediately, right? Sometimes somebody will go through and send us an email. We're already on our computer and we'll say, I'll respond to them later. No, it's only going to take you 2 minutes to respond to that email. Just go through and do it. If it's going to take you at least maybe more than about 5 minutes in order to go through and complete that task, okay, that might be something that you can put off and maybe wait until a little later in order to go through and get it done. But if it's going to take you less than 2 minutes, just go through and get it done, y'all. That has saved me so much time, and it allows me to check off so much stuff on my to-do list, because a lot of the things on my to-do list is just like tiny micro things that I need to just go through and accomplish during the day. Like I said earlier, setting those daily intentions and having those low, medium, and high goals. If you have a ton of low goals, just knock all that stuff out and you'll be done in about 10 minutes, to be honest. Number 5 is something I've just started doing, and that is to try my best to make sure that I learn something new every single day. So whether that be me reading new blog posts, whether that be me reading articles, whether that be just me scrolling on social media, try to make sure every single day that you learn one thing new, right? We want to at least try to get 1% better every single day. And by doing that, especially if you are really, really short on time, just try to learn something new every single day. It doesn't even have to be anything pertaining pertaining to entrepreneurship or content creation or anything along those lines. But try your best to see if you can learn something new every single day. Number 6, y'all. This is something that I teach all my students. If you have gone and did any of my classes, any of my courses, you've heard all about intentional scrolling. Okay, y'all, this phone right here, it's going to get you in some trouble. It's going to make you procrastinate. You are going to waste so much time scrolling on your phone. And what intentional scrolling is I do intentional scrolling for at least about 30 minutes every single day. And what I'm doing during that time is I'm looking at trends. I'm looking to see what my competitors are posting on social media. I'm just pretty much using that as a time to just educate myself as relates to like what's new, what's the next latest thing, what are people talking about, what are people in my DMs asking me for, or I'll go through and I'll use that time to respond to comments as well. You want to make sure that you have time dedicated on your phone using social media in a strategic approach and not just using it to be entertained. But it is very difficult in order to go through and do that habit because you will end up in a rabbit hole your first couple times. Trust me. But definitely just always have it playing in your mind that you're using this time to see what's going on. And what I like to do too is I'll intentionally scroll for anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes and I'll set a timer so that way the timer is literally going and moving, and that's kind of just keeping my eyes set straight and keeping me focused. And then of course, speaking of competitors, I like to go through and look to just see what my competitors are doing. Make sure you turn on your competitors' post notifications on Instagram, especially my business owners out there, okay? Or if you have a couple content creators that you like to follow and you really admire their content, turn on their post notifications, y'all. This is going to go through and allow you to know exactly what times they're posting on social media. You'll be able to go through and see what times they're getting the highest engagement on social media. Spy on your people, okay? Spy on your competitors. You want to make sure you do that. Number 8, y'all, is to make sure that you keep a running list of things that you want to go through and just jot down, right? A brain dump list or an ideas list, a content creation list. I like to go through and really utilize the Notes app on my phone. I use that for so many different things. And what I would really make sure that you do is label your notes according to the week. So you might have like week of September 8th. And then those are all of your notes for the week of September 8th. Because y'all, one thing we gonna do is open up a bunch of different notes. And then we don't even know what goes with what. So go through and make sure that you outline it by the week in your Notes app. And that'll go through and allow you to be more organized. So then when you're planning for the next week, you can look at the previous week and be like, okay, yeah, these are some of the different ideas that I've jotted down while I've content planning. So that way you don't have 1,000 different things of notes scattered along your Notes app. Number 9, this is my favorite, and this is to celebrate your small wins. This is something I really had to make sure that I started doing because I felt like I started getting really, really hard on myself and not celebrating the small things. So if I've hit another 1,000 followers, go through and celebrate that. Or if there was a video that performed pretty well or performed really decently and I got a lot of traction for it, I went through and I celebrated that. Always make sure you celebrate your small wins and celebrate them in small ways. Celebrate your big wins in big ways, okay? That's something I gotta always tell myself too, because I'll be like, oh my gosh, I just went through and did this small goal of mine, and then next thing you know, I'm buying a Coach bag. Like, girl, relax, okay? So definitely go through and celebrate those small wins. Number 10, you guys, is to make sure that you set boundaries so that way you have a really good work-life balance. Now, this is something that me and my therapist talked about. If you ain't in therapy, please get in therapy. We're going to definitely have a lot of videos coming up about therapy, mental health. But what I really recommend for you to do is set boundaries. You need to set boundaries. And what I mean by this is you need to make sure that you have a clear indication of what boundary it is that you've set and don't allow anything to go through and cross it. For example, I was having a really difficult time with managing my work-life balance. What me and my therapist talked about was making sure that I have designated days every single day of, not every single day of the week, but designated days during the week where I take no calls. That's time for me to catch up on whatever it is I need to catch up on. Time for me to go through and create content, all of the different things. And that's one of the main reasons why I haven't been on YouTube, you guys, is because I didn't have boundaries. My clients were able to book calls anytime that they wanted to. I was accepting emails and talking to clients past 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. Literally, I had no boundaries. So you need to make sure you set boundaries within yourself because it's going to allow you to feel so much better. And since I've done that, and it's only week 2 or 3 at this point since I've made that boundary, Y'all, I feel so much better. I feel such an ease. Like, I just feel like a big relief has been gone through and lifted off of my shoulders for sure. Number 11, that is to limit your multitasking and focus in on one project at a time, okay? This is going to be something that's going to really help you guys when it comes to like time blocking. If you're working on one project, don't go through and hop over to another project. Stay on that one project until you feel like you are at a good place in order to switch gears and continue to do something different. We literally think that we can multitask and we think that we are literally Superman and Superwoman. Y'all, just focus in on that one thing, complete that one thing, and you are literally going to feel so much better. And then lastly, number 12, y'all, this is literally the thing that's going to allow you to have the most success. And it literally sounds crazy, but you need to go touch some grass and you need to get some fresh air. A lot of people ask me all the time, Troya, how are you so creative? Y'all see me bouncing out of screens and doing crazy stuff. How am I so creative? The way that I am so creative, you guys, is I understand the importance of taking breaks and going outside. Luckily, since I have a dog, it's easier for me to go through and make sure that I'm actually going on walks and, you know, and intertwining and interacting with nature in some way, in some capacity. But you need to make sure that you are going outside and getting some fresh air. It's going to improve your mood. It's going to improve your creativity. You'll be able to just feel a lot more lifted and not so stuffy inside of the house, especially those of you guys who work from home. So I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. Those are 12 micro mini habits that you can go through and do to really start seeing some results if you are an entrepreneur or even a content creator. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. As always, go through and comment down below some content ideas or some video ideas that you guys would like to see me do in the next coming months, weeks, whatever it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Peace.